Yeah, hey, this shit easy, nigga. Hey, all I'm talking about, nigga, I'm still out here trying to get it.
Contender Regime Boxing, checking back in with y'all, man. What's good? So we gotta talk about Teofimo Lopez. That's right, Teofimo Lopez. Gotta put some respect on that man's name. No Teofimo on this video. Teofimo Lopez versus Josh Taylor this past weekend. It was Josh Taylor's WBO and lineal ring title for the 140-pound division up on the line, up for grabs in this fight. And to be honest with you, up until this point this year, which we've already had very exciting matchups in the sport of boxing, and we have more to come. This has been one of the best matchups on paper, and it turned out to be a very entertaining and surprising. I mean, we knew it was going to be a great matchup, but the outcome, I think, surprised a lot of people. Teofimo Lopez pulled out the victory, was spectacular. Went out there and showed how skillful he was. He boxed beautifully. The counterpunching was phenomenal. The confidence was there. You know, I want to really give Teofimo Lopez his flowers and give him his kudos, because he was at a point in his career where a lot of people doubted him, rightfully so, because, you know, I used to really be a fan of Teofimo Lopez because I thought that he was explosive. I thought that he had some skills. I thought, you know, with him being so young, he showed a high level of confidence, skill, and ability at 22, 23 years old. And I was impressed. But, you know, he get in there with Lomachenko, get the win, then he start acting different. You know what I'm saying? I told y'all, I used to say this, you know, when I was covering Teofimo Lopez around that time, got a couple of dollars, now this nigga think he Ricky. You know what I'm saying? He started changing and acting different. You feel me? That competitiveness went away. He started, you know, saying, I don't want to, you know, Devin Haney, who? You know what I'm saying? Instead of taking on that type of competition, he was shying away because I got these belts now. I don't got to do nothing. I don't got to, the email champ, I don't got to prove myself. You know what I'm saying? He started acting different. That competitive edge went away. So, you know, I had to treat him different. But, you know, he bounced back, man. He moved up to 140. Took a loss first at 135 to George Kambosos, a guy that he was supposed to beat. Went out there, didn't fight the right fight. You know, didn't fight with intelligence. Went out there and just tried to go, you know, gun for gun with Kambosos, and fought very emotionally and reckless, and ended up taking an L in that fight. Kambosos was ready. You know, that fight had got pushed back. Kambosos studied, and he was ready, and he took full advantage of Teofimo Lopez's emotions going into that fight and got the victory. And that was a tough loss for Lopez. He moved up to 140, had a couple of fights, didn't look good he didn't look great versus Pedro Campa, and he didn't look great versus Sandor Martin. You know, even doubted himself on camera, asking himself, the people around him, do I still got it, man? This dude has been dealing with mental health issues and, you know, outside the ring, personal issues with his family and stuff like that. So, I mean, the dude been having a whole lot of shit going on, man. And I got to give him his flowers, because when you in that position, it's easy for you to just give up. It's easy for you to say, fuck it, man. Look, I beat Lomachenko. I didn't, you know, at this short period of time in my career, I'm only 25 now, but I done, you know, got me a little money. I done got some, you know, championship titles. Man, fuck this shit. You know, it is what it is. It's over with. He could have laid down and, you know, he could have bought in to the idea that he was not good enough. He could have bought into the idea that he's peaked, that he's a limited fighter, that he can't get better, you know. But instead of doing that, he went out there and he bit down, man, and he showed the composure. He showed the confidence. He showed the skill versus a very good fighter in Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor, who was undisputed at 140, the lineal champion. Very strong fighter. A really good fighter in Josh Taylor, man. A tough guy with some dog in him. You know, Josh Taylor came out there and he took it straight to Lopez. He tried to get on the inside, rough him up. And Lopez did not waver. He got hit with some shit here and there, but he did not waver. He stayed composed. He landed his shots. He landed the crisper, cleaner shots, the more powerful shots. He hurt Josh Taylor multiple times in that fight. And I'll be honest, because of Lopez's track record over the last couple of years, I expected him to, at some point when shit got tough, to fold. That's why I picked Josh Taylor in that fight, because I thought he was the more mentally stable and mentally tough fighter. I thought on paper they were both equally talented. To be honest with you, I thought that Josh Taylor was the more skilled fighter and Teofimo Lopez was the more naturally gifted fighter when we talk about power, speed, explosiveness, athleticism, all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? But Lopez showed that he can take it a step above when it comes to the skill. So at some point in that fight, I expected him to fold. But what was so impressive is that he was able to stick to the game plan throughout the fight and even, you know, showed that at the end of the fight, in the 10th, the 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th, he was still strong, still throwing hard shots, still giving Josh Taylor wobbly legs, still, you know, being sharp, countering, keeping his distance when he need to, and then lunging in with something quick and explosive. I was just very impressed with Lopez, man, and we got to give him his flowers. Like I said, I picked Josh Taylor to win that fight by decision. Lopez ended up getting a unanimous decision, man, and he looked absolutely phenomenal. And I'm excited again about Lopez. I want to see what's next for him. I want to see what else he can bring to the 140-pound division. And speaking on what's next, everybody talking about a potential Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez fight. Now, I just spoke on Devin Haney earlier in the video. Hey, it might be about that time. Now, Devin Haney is currently the undisputed champion at 135, a lineal champion. This could be the third lineal champion that Teofimo Lopez has an opportunity to beat. If we look at it, like, if we take a step back and look at what he's done so far in his career at 25, he's already accomplished more than what a lot of these guys who's supposed to be the big guys in the division, you know, in and around that division, he's already accomplished more than them. You know what I'm saying? Same thing for Devin Haney. So this will be a great matchup. These guys are familiar with each other. You know, they sparred. Their fathers know each other. They got history, both negative and positive. It's a storyline behind it. I think that's a great matchup. And with Devin Haney being the undisputed champion at 135 right now, he could easily move up and go straight to any one of the champions. And, you know, I have been a big advocate of Devin Haney going after that Tank Davis fight and making that fight happen because, in my opinion, that's one of the biggest fights in the sport, and that's a fight that I've been wanting to see for a while. But I got to tell y'all, man, look, after Devin Haney beat Lomachenko, motherfuckers that was supposed to give him his credit didn't give him his credit, bro. Motherfuckers that was supposed to, you know what I'm saying, like, get that man his respect, didn't give him his respect. I'm like, you got this young guy that's chasing greatness, fighting the best, fighting better fighters than your favorite fighter fighting. You know what I'm saying? When I asked for Devin Haney and Tank Davis, or Devin Haney and Shakur, or at the time Devin Haney and Lomachenko, or Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez, people was telling me, oh, they got options. They got options. You know what I'm saying? Devin Haney don't sell. He don't do this. So I'm thinking going into the Loma fight, I'm like, shit, Dev finna fight Loma, a dude y'all favorite fighter been ducking his whole career. You know what I'm saying? If he beat him, surely y'all gotta give him his respect. Devin Haney go out there and get the victory, and y'all still talking down. They still ain't showing no respect. They still ain't showing no love. So at this point, if I'm Devin Haney, I'm like, bro, go be great. Go chase that legacy, bro. Go be great. You go up and beat Teofimo Lopez. It's embedded in me. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. You go up there, you fight Teofimo Lopez, who just beat an undefeated, who was undisputed at 140 champion, and Josh Taylor, a lineal champion. You go straight up to 140. You fight Regis or you fight Teofimo. That's big shit. instantly become a 2-division world champion if you can beat him. That's big shit. I think the matchup between Lopez and Haney is a very good one. Styles make fights, and whoever can impose their style on the opponent, you know, gives them the edge. And I like both guys in that fight because Lopez, he likes to fight mid-range. You know what I'm saying? He likes to fight mid-range so he can be able to pick his shots. You know what I'm saying? He don't want to throw a whole lot of punches if he don't got to. He want to be able to pick his shots, you know, keep a little bit of distance so he can, you know, get great leverage on those quick, powerful, explosive shots, those counters. Throw when you throw. Catch you in between shots and throw when you throw. You dig what I'm saying? Devin Haney is gonna, I think in this fight, you know, you're gonna see a totally different, if this fight happened next, or when it does happen, you will see a totally different Devin Haney than you saw in the Lomachenko fight. You're gonna see a Devin Haney that's gonna box from distance, use his jab and use his feet. That's gonna really be a chess match. It's gonna come down to, you know, whether or not Lopez can land a big shot and hurt Devin Haney, get him in trouble, and then, you know, close the shit out. Or it's gonna come down to if Devin Haney can keep his distance with the jab, box, frustrate Lopez, and then start making Lopez get overly aggressive. And that's when Devin Haney, being a phenomenal counterpuncher that he is in his own right, where he can start teeing off and catching Lopez coming in, you know, tie him up when shit get rough, break it off, you know what I'm saying, get back to your jab and get back to countering and win a unanimous decision. You know what I'm saying? That's a very interesting fight, a chess match, I might say. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what I think, you know, is potentially next for Lopez. Of course, you have the Regis fight. He can unify with Regis. That's a great fight. But I think the money fight, the fight that you can sell, and another legacy fight for Lopez, I think it could be that Devin Haney fight because the build-up going to be lit. People going to want to watch that fight. People going to want to pay to see that fight. You got, again, Devin Haney is a villain. People are feeling good about Lopez now. They going to want to see Devin Haney lose. People going to pay to see Devin Haney lose. You feel me? So, and then Lopez got the threat of power. That's always an exciting factor that keeps people intrigued and interested in the fight. So I think Lopez really just opened up the door for huge opportunities for himself at 140 and then potentially at 147 as well. I do believe that he will at some point go to 47 and fight as well as Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of opportunities on the table for Lopez. Again, shout out to Teofimo Lopez, man. He did his motherfucking thing, and you got to give him his credit. I know I wasn't the only one that picked Josh Taylor. So Teofimo Lopez proved a lot of people wrong on this past weekend, man, and I think he deserved his flowers. And I'm interested. I'm excited about Lopez again now because he showed me that he can put all of the bullshit behind and focus on boxing. You know what I'm saying? And even his pop said, you know what? Before the fight, he was like, look, that was my fault. It was my fault that he lost against Kambosos. I was too hard on him. I was trying to make him go out there and be too hard and too like gritty and aggressive. But now we gonna get back to boxing. What Bill Haney said in an interview before the fight, he said, no, he got to get back to Gordo. He got to get back to when he was boxing, when he was using his skillful abilities. And that's what he showed in there with another skillful fighter like Josh Taylor, a pound-for-pound caliber guy. Big shit again. A lot of y'all favorite fighters ain't fighting no pound-for-pound motherfuckers. Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez, they fighting pound-for-pound motherfuckers. So I want to see them fight. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments. How did y'all feel about Lopez's performance, and what do you think about a potential Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez fight? Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Contender regime boxing. I'll holler at y'all boys, man.